name's Dan. I just stopped by and talked to grandson. I'm with a social organization, and I just saw the bank was giving her some grief and just wanted to reach out and see if I could go over some options to help her stay in the home, keep the home.
Oh, sure.
Yeah, do you kind of know what the situation is, or I'd be happy to, I guess, share some things. Just the best thing for her would probably be to get a reinstatement if she has any money in retirement or something like that to catch up those payments.
Oh, yeah. Reach out to the American Cancer Society, and they're going to help us with that.
Oh, they are?
Yeah.
Okay, wonderful. Do they have some kind of aid program or something like that?
Yeah.
Okay. That's a great resource. Hopefully they can help. I mean, if that doesn't work, she could do a Chapter 13 bankruptcy may help. Not really a great option, but could get an auction stop if there is one. Give her about 60 more days.
No, it won't make it that far. We're in negotiation with the mortgage companies.
Okay. Okay.
We have so many people that's coming out the woodworks, asking about the house, and making deals, and telling. We hear a new story every day. It's kind of funny. I need to write a book.
Oh, really? Jeez.
It's okay. She's all right. I mean, it's okay. But no, I just thought maybe you were interested in the house or something. But other than that, she's fine.
I got you.
Just look at the house was.
Okay, good. Yeah, I mean, the last couple options would be to, if those options don't work, to sell the house before an auction sale. We do have a sister company that does buy houses as a backup plan for folks, if that is something she's interested in doing. But, it sounds like you guys have a good way to keep the home and with that cancer society.
Yeah. It's just, I just like to hear the different little stories or to take fun. It's always entertaining. Yeah, she'll be fine.
What are some of the crazy ones you've heard, just out of curiosity?
We heard the houses on, and we could give you money today if you want to sell your house. We could just take it out your hands, and you don't have to worry about anything. You just hear story after story. And, I got your name. How did you get my name? And I think they must just run a name of everybody who used to live at the address. And so whoever lived at the address, then they run a list of names until they get to somebody who would talk. But it's hilarious.
Yeah, that's crazy.
The conversations, the takes on, how they got to your name, because my name ain't on the deed. So I know you didn't just get my name. You ran a list of people who lived at that address, and whoever answered the telephone, you decided to shoot your shot. But that's about it. But no, I mean, she's sick, and she, just didn't pay the note. It isn't that she doesn't have the money.
Mm-hmm.
She just was sick. She has brain cancer. She's dying. She's in hospice. And so, yeah, she just didn't pay it. And we realized it right towards the end. And so I reached out to with the American Cancer Society. We got a couple things going between the two agencies, and they're able to save the house. They're in negotiation with the mortgage company. And it's not, it's just that, she didn't communicate, which she was too sick. She's in and out of the hospital. Sometimes she's coherent, sometimes she's incoherent, sometimes she can process, sometimes she can't. And so at that point, we just had to take over and get, jurisdiction of our financials and things like that. And so at that point, it took a minute to, hire a lawyer, go through different documents and things like that. And so we're there. But we're in negotiation. It's not going to, go through. But it has been listed as foreclosed on. But, I think they'll be able to save it and give them the money to pay it off. And we could pay the difference, whatever money they give, add to it, and it'll be fine. And then we'll sell. My brothers, we're all on the power of attorney. So we all have power of attorney, as first, second. If they're not willing to buy her out, then I'm just going to sell the house. And then, it's mom's money at that point. She purchased the house 26 years ago, and it's her money, it's her house. If she lives to see it, I would love for her to, do whatever she wants to do. But if not, then that's fine. So they're arguing over the house. The brothers wanted One doesn't have a job to pay for it. The other one does, but they don't want the other brother there. I don't want the house. There's too many memories. Transfer on deed. I would have the house if she passes away before we're able to finish the house out. I'm transfer of deed.
Okay.
So, yeah. So everything is fine. I know what's going on. Maybe it's just I'm running everything. You know, I got hospice, I got family coming over. I'm trying to get medicine. You know, I work a full-time job, you know, so wearing lots of hats.
It's a lot to handle.
And so something gives, but it don't, you know, no worries that I'm in communication with the mortgage company and the company who's going to assist with, you know, getting the payments up to date and stuff like that. So it's just a matter of time before it clears. In the meantime, I just, you know, listening to all the good sales pitches.
Yeah.
I was about to take off your hands today. And she won't.
It's like a payday loan or something like that.
So I'm like, oh well. I mean, so it's kind of funny to hear some people lowball you, some people, yeah, but I just sometimes it's just kind of funny. I mean, to be honest.
No, it is. It's ridiculous.
Well, no, I mean, I think in life, everybody's in business to make money. And if you can flip a house, it's not, I mean, it's, you know, nobody's kept the house in the last year. When you really get in the house, it's a nice house. I mean, it's an added room. I mean, it may take a little money to renovate it, but it's going to be a really beautiful home, and it can make somebody some money. And so it's all about, you know, one thing we have to realize is, you know, it's all about making another dollar. And so we realize that. So I'm not foolish. I mean, at that point, I think it's just, you know, family. You have siblings who want to keep the house in the family, but at the end of the day, if you're going to argue over the house, I think it's easier to sell it and let it go, because no one wants to be the bigger person and say, okay, well, you deserve to have the house, and so why keep it? And so that's kind of where we're at, and nobody wants to be the bigger person. So I'm laughing. I mean, I think you just got to have a sense of humor. Even God has a sense of humor. So.
Oh, yeah.
Got a sense of humor even in the midst of pain and tragedy, just to, you know, find that sense of humor.
Oh, for sure.
So that's where I'm at, you know. But I think the house will be fine. I appreciate you reaching out and asking about it. You know, but the organization, they should have it cleared up no later than Friday or something, is what I was told today.
Oh, wonderful.
Yeah, so we'll be fine. Who do you work with? Who are you with?
3 Pup Home Solutions.
Oh, okay. So do you buy homes, or what is your thing?
Yeah, part of our business is we have a sister company that buys homes, and then what I work for is we try to help folks go over these options and give them resources. Like there's some, you know, free law services and other mortgage assistance programs and things like that, as well as just educate, because a lot of people just don't even know what they can do sometimes.
No, if she's gonna receive a grant, then she can't reinstate. So the way the Missouri law works is that you have to do one or the other. And so because she was receiving the grant, then she couldn't reinstate. So we could have saved the house a while back, and it wouldn't have went into foreclosure. But in between, she took sick, and we didn't communicate back and forth with the grant writer. And so at that point, they closed the bailout. So then we had to go back and appeal it. So you do an appeal, it takes 2 to 3 weeks to appeal it. And then they was like, okay, well, we understand, okay, she was sick. You know, nobody communicated on behalf of her part. You know, are you going to be the person that we communicate with at this point? You know, we'll reinstate, and we'll go from here and negotiate with the mortgage company. So, I do know some of the resources and things, and so it didn't really have to get to that point. But if, you know, as far as them writing the grant and being able, that mortgage company being able to accept that money from that agency, then we had to refuse the resources that the mortgage company provided.
That's new to me, that you couldn't get a grant and reinstate your loan with the money or something like that.
Yeah, you can't do both.
Huh.
So you got to do one or the other is the way. And they SPS was really, they didn't play good. They didn't play ball good. They played hardball.
Yeah,
They were not really giving her a lot of options at that point. So, I mean, I think at the end of the day, you just have to, outweigh the two. And she wanted, to receive the grant. It was, more money towards the house or So I think it'll be okay. She'll be fine.
Yeah, okay.
They're probably going to sell, like I said. I mean, but I'm not going to just let them lowball. I mean, we've had just in the last week, Saturday, somebody presented an offer. Thursday, it's just kind of hilarious their thoughts. And maybe I see the house in a different way. So I think, and then I have to meet with my brothers too. It's not like it's my house either. Mom said sell it. She said that, as long as she's alive, sell it. I don't want y'all to argue over it. The brothers say, I want it. One says he want it. The other one says he want it, but he don't want him to ever come over and come to the house. So at the end of the day, it makes sense what she says, sell it. The best thing to do is to sell it so they don't have to argue back and forth, I would say. So I'm going to listen and do what she says do. So it would be nice if anything happens, she put it in writing. Sell my damn house, got to split the money or whatever, do whatever like that. Go from there. So that's where I'm going to go with selling it once it gets out of foreclosure. I'm still going to sell it. But the biggest thing is that, right now it's in foreclosure, so everybody wants to come at a different price angle. Because we could get you out of foreclosure and we could give you some money for that. Yeah, so I got it. I mean, I get it. It is a nice house.
Have they given you an auction date yet?
For what? Can you rephrase the question?
Yeah, like has the bank set a date to do a foreclosure auction yet?
No.
Okay.
It hasn't. We haven't made it that far yet.
Okay.
Because from what I could see, I didn't see that it was listed under the foreclosure. So the one guy last Thursday sent me a list, but when I go through the list, I don't find her house on that list. And then I have two, really good friends that real estate, they work in real estate, and they wasn't able to pull it either. But let him tell it it's listed, so I don't understand how.
Sure.
Once again, I told you I heard several different stories. I mean, I get pictures every day. I get emails, I get calls. People are sending letters. It's funny. They're coming out the woodworks.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, I mean, the best thing to do if you want to sell it would be to, get it out of foreclosure and list it, That'd be the best thing.
Yeah, so that was my thing, to get it out of foreclosure and then list it. And then I could, I think you could get a better deal to list it and get it cleaned out and things like that. Not that I would put any additional money into it, but I mean, I think the presentation is everything.
Oh yeah, that would get you. I mean, if you sold it to somebody to live in there, just cleaning it up is going to go a long way.
Right. Yeah, the presentation is the biggest thing. Just trying to make sure that the grant goes through and the mortgage company is satisfied, and then we get, whatever difference, because I'm sure some of the things, I guess they were using money towards they call it a special word, I don't know, but it covered like the insurance or something on the house.
Oh, escrows?
The what?
The escrows?
The escrow, yeah.
Yeah.
So I know that something is happening with the escrow. I know we're going to have to give some additional money in addition to what the grant is going to give. So I'm just trying to wait on that. And once they reach back out to us, they said Friday, we'll know for sure. And we'll go from there. And we actually had two different, cancer society, to assist. There'll be a backup as well. So they said they would pay it up for at least a year. So the one is going to do the last 6 months, and the other one is going to do up to a year. So she'll be fine.
Oh, that's great.
It's just getting everything done. So I think it'll be okay. But thank you for reaching out. And if you want to, I mean, I'll lock your number in. I mean, once again, I am going to go for listing it, but I want it out of foreclosure first. I would rather, do it the right way versus the rush way.
Yeah, you'll definitely get a better deal listening and having time on your side and finding that homeowner buyer that doesn't need to make any money. Would it be okay if I just checked in next week and just see how it went?
Okay, that's fine. Let's do later towards the week and beginning of the week, if that's okay.
Yeah, of course.
Maybe a Thursday or something of next week.
Okay, yeah, that sounds good.
Mm-hmm. All right, thank you.
All right, and I'm sending you a text. I'm Daniel Kohanowitz, 3 Pup Home Solutions, okay? Nice to meet you. Bye. That's it. Call with power of attorney on the seller. Just knocked the door, got the number, and went and sat in the car and called them, guys. So let's roll.